Hello, people. How are we all doing? Welcome on back to the channel for the match reaction to the FA Cup win today, 2-0 against Arsenal. One of the best games of the season, one of the best games of the season because of the story beforehand, the amount of shit they were giving us, and the way we went their ground and beat them, knocked them out the cup, arguably, potentially ruined their season. Because let's be honest, people, we're all smart football fans here. We know they ain't winning the Prem or the champs. So, before we get into this, if you're new here, not already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you're turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any more content. And yeah, let's just get straight into this, people. I want to go back to the lineup because the lineup was an interesting one. The lineup was a really interesting one. When I first saw it, I went, ooh. Don't know if I necessarily agreed with that. Obviously, if you saw it on Friday, I was on with Grizz. I made my 11 there. It's still 11 I would have went for, but obviously with Van Dijk being ruled out on the day due to illness, Konate replacing Van Dijk, I still would have went with that lineup. I still think that was the best lineup. But today it was good. Diaz was not what I wanted to see start, to be honest. I didn't think Diaz was going to really have an impact on this game. I was wrong. He was very good today. I think on Diaz, one part I really liked about Diaz's game today, it was a moment especially. The ball comes up, the ball gets sent up. We were under spell of pressure, the ball gets sent up. He's got Saliba on his back. He completely holds Saliba off, body Saliba. Then as he gets dragged down by the shirt by Saliba, he plays this lovely little curved, arched through ball over to Elliott. It's about a 40-yard through ball, right to the feet of Elliott, which sets up a chance for Elliott to put a cross in, which he does. But then Kivior, I think, or Gabriel gets back and clears it before it can get to Nunez. But just stuff like that, that's been missing from Diaz's game since the injury, and we're starting to see it come back in the last couple of weeks. So I'm hoping this is a sign of things to come and not just a flash in the pan sort of thing, because when he can get involved like that, Diaz is brilliant. And before the stream, when I get into the studio, I see the chat. There's all this thing from Diaz. He'll get respect when he reaches Mane's levels. Luis Diaz and Sadio Mane are two completely different types of footballers. They are two completely different types of footballers. I feel it's very hard to judge them by the same metrics. Luis Diaz doesn't try and finish. It doesn't try and score goals the same way that Mane does. Mane was 100% a goal first kind of guy. Diaz is fine either way. So I feel like it's a very hard metric to judge them by. As is Sadio Mane a legend of the football club? 100% he is. 100% he is. No doubt in my mind about that. But I don't see why he's the pedestal which Diaz has to reach, because that's not the player Diaz is. It's like me asking Bobby Firmino to reach Luis Suarez levels. Not the same type of player. They're not going to do it. But they offer me something different. So, all things considered, I think Diaz has played well recently. I'm hoping, like I said, this is the start of the return of Diaz rather than just a flash in the pan of good form. He was the best out the front three that started today. Nunez does what Nunez does. He is such a threat overall. Nunez is such a threat overall. But he can be the most infuriating player at times. In that first half, we got nothing through him. And I do partly think that was down to the way that we set up in that first half, because we were set up very much camped. There wasn't many outballs. There was just a lot of cardio for him. He's doing a lot of running, doing a lot of chasing, not really getting anywhere. So I do have sympathy on that front. But when I look at what happened in the second half, I believe that the first half, real quick, I believe the first half was just us. Imagine it as a boxing fight. For the first couple of rounds when a good boxer hides behind the jab, just jabs occasionally, good defense, trying to figure out what the opponent's strengths are, where the opponent's weak, how you get at the opponent. That's all we were doing. In that first half, that was all we were doing. We were sitting back, we were inviting a little bit of pressure, and we were trying to figure out exactly how they were attacking. And once we figured that out, you go, okay, how do we address the the weaknesses that's going to cause? We figured that out, and bang, second half, Nunez goes over to the left, Trent's sitting deep, just pumping long ball after long ball after long ball towards him, and he was making them stick. And that's a tough thing to do. Shearer was on commentary today in England, and he kept going on about how it's a tough thing to do when you're under pressure to keep the ball, to hold the ball up. And Nunez was great at that today. I thought heading, he was good at winning the ball back with his head. You know, he was winning most of his duels against Ben White. When it was battling with what's his name? Saliba, that's it. The few times he got into a battle with Saliba, he was winning those battles. He was making sure he was physically strong in them. He was causing all sorts of problems in them. And, you know, you look at everything there, all things considered. Is he going to be this... Is he going to be this goal scorer, this 30-goal-a-season guy? I don't think he is. I'll be honest. I don't think he's ever going to be this 30-goal-a-season guy. The more I watch of him, the more I just don't see it, because he doesn't have that decisive clinicalness. That's not a bad thing, though, because I didn't expect him to be this creative, if you get me. So, Nunez is never going to get me 30 goals. He's never going to get me 30 goals. That's it. But if he can get me 15 goals, 15 assists, 20 goals, 15 assists even, that'd be even better. That's good enough. That's really good numbers. You take that because he's directly contributing to 30 goals. You can't ask much more of your striker there. He's on, 8 at the minute? So I think 15 and 15 is closer to what you'll get, especially when Salah returns. But as it stands right now, is he still a very annoying player? He's always going to be this very annoying player, but he's still giving me enough. He's still giving me enough that I go, I want to see this project out. I want to see this project out, sort of thing. The way we set up in the first half meant that Harvey Elliott was on the right wing, and I thought this was one of Harvey Elliott's poorer games this season. But I think that is mostly down to the fact that he had Cody Gakpo behind him. And I'll get onto that now. Gakpo, I thought, really struggled in that first half. You can tell he's not a midfielder. Cody Gakpo's not a midfielder. And he can do a job there, 100%. You chuck him at left centre mid against the low end side, 100%. Cody Gakpo is going to do a job for you. But when I look at that performance today, that was someone who struggled at right central midfield. And right central midfield is the hardest job in the team because you've got to cover for Trent. And covering for Trent is a job in itself. I don't get why you put the attack at that side when you're doing it. So in that first half, I thought Elliott struggled a lot because he was keeping it calm, he was keeping it simple, he was trying to make sure that we don't get exposed down that side. Gakpo struggled because he's not a midfielder. I think that's plain and simple. And then when he moved up front, it was better, but still not perfect. And I do have a lot of sympathy for Gakpo. Give the man a run of games up top. Just give the man a run of games up top. He's never going to be able to build this form up that we want if he's one game in, one game out, one game in, one game out. I don't know what more he has to do when he plays up there to secure more starts in a row. I know we've got Jota. I know Salah's coming back, but this is the time to give Cody Gakpo a run in the side, whether you believe it's up front or on the left wing, whatever position you believe he's best in, this is your chance to do it. And I don't get why we're just not doing it, why we're doing this, that, and the other. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. But before I move on to the rest of the midfields, let's get through some of these comments, people. Go through some of these comments. Pick up my guy, Yovraj. We Arsenal about Van Dijk, Salah, Soboslai, both our left backs, Endo, and we brought on Bradley, who packed in Martinelli. You know it. Nah, man, why so late? Literally the only time I've got me day. Literally the only time I've got. I'm saying we could go out to stream from your change Redmond is a rarity these days. I apologise, soccer lad. I apologise. This motherfucking stream's so damn late. It's Monday tomorrow. To be fair, I think you lot, certain man in this chat has to go back to school tomorrow, won't he? Big was my guy Kingsman. Big was my guy Andre. And listen to Andre. Get liking the stream, people. Make sure you show him some support. We finally broke the curse of this season and won against the big 6 team, man. Should have happened daily version. I still Arsenal Anfield, but we moved. You take it when you get it, don't you? You take it when you get it. Diaz starting to like his old self. I think our best front that you also have at AFCON is Nunez, Josh, and Diaz on the right. This is an interesting debate, isn't it? This is a very interesting debate. Me personally, I think our best front three, while Salah's at AFCON. You're not going to like it. You aren't going to like it. It's Elliot on the right, it's Jota on the left, and it's Gakpo in the middle. And then you bring Diaz on, you bring Nunez on. I just think Jota, Gakpo, Salah is the best front three, and the best option to replace Salah is Elliot. Diaz had a good game on the right when he went over there, but Elliot for me is still the most natural player on the right. All pressure was on Arsenal and they bottled it, and they tried to compare Havertz to Szoboszlai. I mean, I've been telling these, man. I've been telling on the terrace, Footy Judge Mo. When I went on to, who else I've been saying on a Sam channel, whatever channel I go on, even Grizz, I tell them, you ain't all that. Arsenal ain't all that. I've seen a team that's all that, and this ain't it. This ain't it. Diaz had a nice finish with both Diaz and Darwin Magaric most of the game. I disagree there. I disagree. I think you got to bear in mind the way we set up. You were never going to get, brilliant attacking performances because we were setting up to hit them on the counter. Arsenal fans deserve this humbling. They were starting to think they were a big team. Big ups my guy, and big ups my guy. I love Liverpool. Big ups my guy, Sam Prez. There's my guy, Tucker again. Kept you up for so long, didn't I? B Winnie. Prepaid suit, big ups yourself. Didn't Jota win ahead of her? Saliba the crossbar. I mean, I've been telling these man as well that Saliba ain't that good defender. Let's not compare him to the upper echelon, the Van Dijks of this world. You got when Diogo Jota came on, he absolutely ran Saliba ragged. Ran him ragged here, there, and everywhere. Saliba didn't have a hope in hell. He didn't have a hope in hell, lad. And that header off the corner is the most pressing thing. How's a defender? If that was Konate getting beaten in the air by Jesus, I would be furious. I'll be livid. My defender can't be getting beat like that. He got dunked on. Yeah, biggest my guy Mickham. Biggest my guy Dustin Fante. Bun Arsenal. I agree. Biggest my guy Aaron. You don't know how many messages I've already got like this. Which one out of the two am I then? Which one out of the two am I? Ramsey or Clark? Which one am I? Bobby Clark or not Ramsey? Looking. Oh my God, Bradley. I was thinking about the other right back. What one am I? Connor Bradley or Bobby Clark? Which one? Biggest my guy, keep it level. What do you think of Nunez and Gakpo? I thought they were all right. I think Nunez was best than Gakpo, but yeah. Hopefully Virgil's back for Wednesday. Fingers crossed. I know it was just an illness today, so he should be. Trent was level state. We'll touch on Trent later on. He deserves his own special segment. That's how good he is. Arsenal being the home team plus offensive got us to play smart defense. I think that it was just a credit to the defenders how good they were today. There's not really smart about it. It was just credit to the defenders for how good they were. Big up Tom Loudon. Fair play for cooking that Arsenal fan on the terrace. The one stumped in his shirt. Arsenal fans don't want to hear the truth. The truth about Arsenal is last season was a flash in the pan for them. They were only where they were because we weren't there. That's it. That is it. Stone cold fact. If we were there last year, Arsenal third, and no one's sitting there going, title challenge, Arsenal title favourites, ooh. No, because it was a flash in the pan. The same way that United and Newcastle getting top four last season was also a flash in the pan caused by us and not Chelsea. Chelsea still shit, but us and Tottenham especially not turning up. How about just selling Nunez? Nah, I'm all right. Talk about that. I'll keep hold of him. A bit lucky first 15. That's what it's all about. I think the only luck we had was the crossbar hit, but then that bounced out when we hit the crossbar. The rest of them, and I do want to say this right now because I know it's been said a lot. Oh, Liverpool got lucky. Liverpool didn't deserve that. When our defenders are blocking shots, that isn't luck. Blocking shots, good defending isn't luck. Let's make it clear and obvious. It's either bad attacking or good defending. You can say it's both, but it's not luck. Luck is them hitting the bar. Luck is, an offside being given when it's not. This, that, and the other. That's luck. Not Konate blocking everything and Quansah blocking everything and Gomez blocking everything. That's not luck. That's skill. Can't forget that Curtis Jones skill against Ben White. It was naughty, weren't it? It was a proper little naughty scoop. Ben White couldn't handle it. Ben White couldn't handle it. Oh. Should we give up on Nunez? Nah, Blake, I wouldn't give up on him yet, though. I really wouldn't give up on him yet. Listen to Ravi as well. Smash the likes up and subscribe, people. Gakpo had his best output for us at centre forward, though. You want to start him over? No, I'm starting Josh on the left. So Josh is on the left. Gakpo is in the middle, and Elliott's on the right. Makes sense. Delimo, Brad used Josh as a super rather than a start. He was stinking sometimes as a starter. You've got to bear in mind with Diogo Jota, whether he starts crap, whether he can start awfully. He's inevitable. That's the difference. Diogo Jota is inevitable. Never forget that. Even if he starts crap, he'll score. The young lads who came on played well. That I agree with. I thought they were brilliant. Conor Bradley especially was absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. Konate is better than Saliba. I've been saying this, man. I've been saying this for time. Konate is so criminally underrated by rivals. He's so criminally underrated. And I see my guy again, Mr. Where is he? My guy, Mike Dash. The offer will always go out to you on these match reactions, Mike, because I know this is more so your time. If you're up for hopping on and chatting with me for like half an hour, 45 minutes, let me know in the chat or something. I'll send you the link. Where was I up to, though? AFTV Kung. They don't rate him for it's not all there, personally. If you ask me, I think the way they judge centre backs, they're not all there, personally, because that is a joke. Calling him horrendous, absolute joke. The way he went to Saliba's yard, bullied him, bullied all Saliba's mates, left with going to the next round of the cup. It's a joke, man. He's so good. I've never seen Clark and Tom in the same room. So I had enough. Jesus Christ, honesty. You're Bradley Clark and also McConnell. Yeah. Hassan calls every youngster Tom Little, so I guess you're both of them. All of them, actually. Right. You know what we're going to do, people? Because I don't watch Hassan's watch-alongs. There's only so much of Hassan you can take in a week. What I'm going to do real quick, and we're going to do it together. Where is Hassan's watch-along? Where is Hassan's watch-along? Where is it? Oh my god, how long does it take to find a Hassan watch-along? Gotta get my headphones on and everything. Where is it? Because I'm gonna go and find the point where our players come on. I'm gonna go find the point where Bradley and Clark come on. I'm gonna see if Hassan calls me them because I need to see it. I genuinely need to see it at this point. Right, what minute did they come on? Like that? We're doing proper research here, people. We're doing proper research. What minute did they come on? The 75th. So we're gonna get to the 75th minute, people. So that'll be around about here. 75th. You're at this point. Oh my god, I can already see the comments. I can already see the comments. Drunk Vigo is in there. We'll bring it on to Tom. Let's see. Can I get this? Hassan, I'd like to see Hassan copyright me. I'd like to see him copyright me.
And everything. Look at Gabriel.
I should be able to hear this. Let's see what he
hold
says.
your ankle, hold your eyes, start
Let's see what he
pitching,
says.
suddenly get up. Hey, the sniper headshot went, yeah, Gabriel? King bunch of diving little prats, this team.
Look at this. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. This is what
Curtis Jones and Gravenberg.
This is what we'll find
Trash versus garbage. 2 Tom Littles about to come on. Elliot is off.
Look at it.
89 Elliot. Oh, what a prediction. Just as Jurgen Klopp takes him off. 2 Tom Littles comes on. Bradley. Connor Bradley right back.
Watch the live chat as well. They're all jokes.
The other Tom Little comes on, Bobby Clark. I actually like Bobby Clark, low-key.
2 Tom Littles coming on. Okay, now. Look.
You know why? Klopp pre-plans the substitutions. Tom Little and Tom Little on the pitch now. Big up the Tom Littles.
Oh.
Big up the Little family who has produced so many footballers. Thank God Havertz is crap.
Honestly, got jokers a lot. You're absolute. I don't look like all of them. I don't look like all of them. Oh my god. Where are we up to? My head's gone. I was too busy listening to the sound call all the youngsters, Tom Littles. Lee, he proper spat his dummy Ben White did. Hilarious. Lad, it was so funny, you know. It was so funny watching him, there's 3 of them. There's Ben White, there's Martin Odegaard, and there's Bukayo Saka. All 3 of them are little cry bags. They're all little whinge bags. They're all little mares. They're all little brats, honestly. Odegaard is the worst. I watched about 2 of our players get booked for dissent today. And then Odegaard's allowed to fucking wave his arms around and go, walk out there, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other. Anything he wants. And the referee goes, it's okay, Martin. It's okay. I'm not going to book you. I watched Martin Odegaard tell the ref to fuck off 3 times and not given. Diaz goes, oh, no. Booked. What are we doing, man? Like, they even had the refs on the side and they still couldn't win. Jokes. Why don't we play Gakpo in his position on the left? I don't think his best position is the left. But we'll keep that quiet. Josh also reads the game from the bench and knows exactly what to do when he comes on. Diogo Jota is good in all circumstances. Diogo Jota is just Diogo Jota. There's a reason why I've always been so big on him. From when I first went onto Sam Channel's Headers to now. Diogo Jota is the best finisher at the football club. Diogo Jota has some of the most IQ at the football club. Let's get these headphones off now, man. He's a special player, Diogo Jota. But there are certain things that there are certain games where he does struggle to get into it. But you can't tell that beforehand, which is why I always think that it's good to start him. Because if he's in a game that he gets into straight away, you can win the game in the first half. I love watching Curtis defending and protecting the ball. Second half, they just couldn't get him sometimes. He's brilliant. Again, Curtis Jones, absolutely sensational, people. Sensational. Diogo Jota, the anti-Arsenal contraption. That he is. He's absolutely immense. Just keep Jota safe, man, for the love of God. Can be pivotal in the title race. Arsenal fans are funny. It's all good. Timing is Ibu's biggest strength and talent. Great defender. Ibu was brilliant. I'm going to use this comment to segue onto both Konate and Quansah because that's 2 of the best centre-back performances you'll see all season. Both of them were exceptional. There was a little moment. The only blot on Quansah's sheet for today is in the 3rd minute. Him and Gomez went to contest the same ball, and Kai Havertz ended up with it. Nothing came from it. That's the only bad thing Quansah done. Ibu did nothing bad. Ibu was a fucking leader today. Ibu was absolutely immense at the back. Absolutely immense. I love watching him organise that back line. I love watching him shout. He's really taken a step up this year, Ibu. I know there was questions about who was Matt at the start. Ibu Konate is Ibu's the guy. Ibu Konate is the guy, 100%, man, 100%. And today showed it more than ever. He dunks on Arsenal every single time. Every single time he batters Arsenal. They hate him. They must absolutely hate him. We got Joss and we got Konate. Konate doesn't let them get a sniff, and Joss just fucking scores goals. It's a joke. He's a special player. I absolutely love Konate. And Quansah as well. Going into this season, not many people knew about Quansah, let alone raced him enough to give him first team minutes. Now he's a rock at the back. He's an absolute rock at the back at just 20. And it's nice for me personally as a scouser to see all the scout talent coming through and shining. And I'm just nice to see. It's nice to see that there's people actually getting behind them, because I know Curtis Jones got a lot of shit. I know Harvey had a lot of shit. A lot of the youngsters that have come through had a lot of shit. Everyone just understands Quansah's boss. He's boss. He's immense. He's passing. He's reading the game. I love the fact he just went through Saka about 3 times, because that's what Saka deserves. The little crybaby whinge bag. Loved it. Loved it. Everyone was saying, just been on Staffy channel saying, look at this, man. Look at this. No, oh, mate. He's done it for so long. Called you one of the Beatles' grandsons. What the fuck? Big ups my guy Steve as well. Big ups Thriller from Manila. Elliot Yellow was jokes. That one was shocking as well. Absolute shocking. Oh, the card was important to him dropping his ass on the floor. Oh, mate. What was I gonna say? What was the Odegaard one? So Odegaard will give good in the midfield. If you want to know why I don't really like the players like Saka and Odegaard, they give out a lot. They stamp. They leave a bit in behind. They push. They pull. They give out a fair amount. But then the moment you try and do anything to them, they're down like a sack of shit. They're down like a sack of shit. If you're gonna give it, you got to be able to take it, and that's what I don't like about them. They give loads and then don't take anything. I don't like it. Odegaard was non-stop crying Norwegian sausage hair formations. Oh, mate. Left is definitely for Arsenal. Odegaard is getting to Bruno Fernandes levels at the moment. That I agree. Odegaard made that man crap Bruno look grown up. Again, agreed. Tom, does this show that just maybe we're okay to play without our so-called best players in some games? We've shown that multiple times this season. Grav bodied Odegaard badly. Gravenberch had a really good cameo today. Gravenberch needed that good cameo, and he had a real good cameo today, Ryan Gravenberch. Very, very happy with that performance from him. Really, really happy. He done what I know he can do, but there was a lot of defensive work today, which is something that I've always questioned since he's joined. And it's why and I will continue to say it because it is still just one game. But Jones always offers more defensively, which is an important thing to have in a system that is so attacking. But Gravenberch today in that cameo showed me that he's got a fair amount of it. Yes, Mickham, I shit myself. Big as my guy and Dicko. Jones destroying Benjamin Shite, 0 word on defending. I mean, our defending was perfect today. Perfect. It helps when you got a goalkeeper like Alisson who you can trust. I'm sure those defenders trust him wholeheartedly, but yeah, they were brilliant today. Leaf AFTV, worst Liverpool team in years. What does that say about Arsenal, Lenny? What does that say about Arsenal? Quansah is amazing, but I'm still afraid to praise him too much, not convinced fully. How much more convincing do you need? What more do you need to be convinced by him? Because I do wonder. I do wonder what more he needs to do, should I say. I don't know Gakpo's a strike because he has that go gene sometimes to get to he's playing. I think that happens with a lot of players in the squad, though. I think the thing with Gakpo in the middle is he's got to be involved with the game because of how because of how we play when he's there. If he's on the wing, you can probably go for longer because you can just go the other side. Whereas when he's in the middle, build up play has to go through. I yelled, no, loud up, loud. I shit myself. I was so scared. Because my first thought was, fuck, we've got no left back. We're gonna have to play Luke Chambers. That was my first thought because you logically move Gomez back to centre back, but then you got no left back. I thought Elliot was good. I thought it was one of his poorer games, but he still had bright moments. Elliot is always gonna have bright moments. Big up my guy Gary Richards. Arsenal can't break through the hindering. If no video Quansah, what do we have? Konate and Gomez. Now you just have to figure out left back. Jonesy destroying Benjamin Shite. No analysis on defending Strange. Another day, another Joey Gomez shot. The goal is coming. Like I will continue to say it. Joe Gomez's first goal for Liverpool will either be an absolute rocket or the shittest goal you've ever seen where it goes in off his arse. No in between, no exceptions. Tom, how do we keep this consistency going now? Keep playing football matches. Keep playing football matches. That's all it needs. I've always said it. Liverpool are a momentum side. They need to play football constantly, which is why when I see people saying, "Oh, let's throw away the cups," no. Liverpool's best seasons always come when they play lots of games. We always play 50, 60 games because we're a momentum side. And when you're playing that much football and most importantly, winning that much football, you don't feel tired. You don't feel fatigued. You just go again and again and again and again. And that's how you keep it. There's not some big tactical thing. That's the one thing I will say. People try and overcomplicate football an awful lot. Football is an incredibly simple thing. It's an incredibly simple thing when you break it down. There's no tactical change that needs to be made. There's no personnel changes that needs to be made that, will, force movements and change. No. You just keep going. Just keep going and you keep winning. You keep going, you keep winning. Simple. You don't need to change a thing. There was a moment in defence when Graf stretched his leg and just snatched the ball like Fabinho. When Saka tries to take it past him, and you just see this left leg go out and take it off and Brilliant. And maybe that's the side of Gravenberch's game that we are starting to unlock and could be a real thing to explore in the future because he has got a really interesting build in terms of his height and his frame and the length of his legs sort of thing. Tom, for you, do you do the same lineup versus Fulham? My lineup versus Fulham, it'd be Kelleher in goal. It would be Trent at right back. It would be Quansah and Van Dijk. It'll be Gomez at left back. Maka, Gravenberch, Jones. Elliot. Jota. And either one of Diaz or Gakpo. Whichever one you want to go for. Or Nunez. I don't really mind. The last one. Jones being our best midfielder this season. I wouldn't say he's been the best one, but he's been, for me, if I had to rank them, he's been second best. I'd say I still have Szoboszlai top. Then it's Jones. Then it's a toss-up between Endo or Maka. And the rest sort of fall off behind that. Really, Gravenberch steps up in Szoboszlai's absence. He shows worth now. 100%. And, Szoboszlai being out gives a midfielder more of an attacking impetus. And, Gravenberch is a very attack-minded midfielder. Maybe this is just the opportunity that he needed, sort of thing. Big with my guy Anna Sports. If Quansah keeps this form for the rest of the season, he's proven. Fair enough. Clean sheet. We gave some of our youngsters a run out. We own the Emirates. I've said that on stream. I tweeted out. Jürgen took the piss. He played the fucking kids, and they still couldn't knock us out. What more is there to say? Jürgen took the piss. He played the kids, and they still couldn't knock us out. If he provides these kind of performances consistently till the end of the season, then I'm convinced personally there were games where he looked too shaky for me, like Palace. You're always going to get that, though. I've had games where Konate looked shaky, where Gomez looked shaky, where Matip looked shaky, where Van Dijk looked shaky, albeit those ones are especially few and far between. Defenders are never going to be perfect. They're never going to be. You're always going to have to accept there will be some games where they do look a little bit shaky, shaking, a little bit ropey. For me, I just look at over the course of the season. Over the course of the season, he's been fantastic. Konate was man of the match. I personally gave it to Quansah, but you gave it to Konate. No complaints. Yeah, especially with man missing, we need to stay consistent. Guarantee we're getting City away tomorrow. They'll give us a Merseyside derby. Watch them. They love an FA Cup Merseyside derby, so watch them. Yeah, the momentum absolutely benefits our style of play. We need full sharpness 24/7. I don't have it all on me now, and it's late, so I can't be bothered doing it. But I will go through at some points and show people that after Liverpool have a long time off, they return pretty shit. They don't suddenly, bang. It's always a slow start after a long break. So we are it's not bad being a momentum side, but we are a momentum side. We are. Joe Gomez, Dagger versus Arsenal at the Emirates in a few weeks. We'll be there. I hope he saves it for City, to be honest. Shankly said football is an easy game. People make it look hard. Even there are tactics. I do appreciate listening to some tacticos because they do say some decent things, but it's the ones that go so deep into it to try and break down mentality and this, that, and the other. And, they go into such stupid areas where I just go, no, football is simple. It is a simple game. You just go like this. Just go like that. Simple. You learn football very simply. It doesn't go more advanced than that. I'm not sitting there telling kids, right, you got to be an inside forward today so you can move into the half space between the left back and the centre back, and then you'll have your libero from defence stepping up and offering a double pivot with your DM, with your deep line playmaker, and then you met Zala will operate into the space that you've. No. You tell a kid, enjoy yourself, play football, but in that position, do what you want to do. That's football for you. We don't learn it tactically. So at the base level, all footballers just know the simple game. Saka is very soft, Tom. Ali McBride's off the ball so many times. And he goes down like a sack of shit and gets free kicks most of the time. Will we have VVD back for Fulham? Hopefully. When it's the draw for the next round. After is either before or after the United game. I hope Nunez starts scoring because I got stocks in him and he's making me get cooked. You just got to stick with him. You got to stick with them, but you got to sort of understand that your stocks aren't the same ones that you bought. You probably bought a striker who can compete with Haaland. Nunez ain't ever doing that. But what you've got now is stocks for a striker who is a very complete forward. A very complete forward. How impressed have you been with Liverpool this season? How do you rate the season, especially the expectation at the start of the season? I am blown away by them. I think we've been absolutely exceptional. I didn't expect us to be where we are, but we are. Massive credit to the management, to the players. They deserve this. So fair play to them. Fair play to them. My expectations going into the season, Europa League win, Carabao Cup win, or an FA Cup win. Didn't really mind which one, and top four. Now, my minimum expectations remain now, but I reckon we can win the quad. I really do. I reckon we can win the quad, mate. Matt looked very sluggish today. He's going to, though, isn't he? Because that was his first start since Sheffield United. He's going to look a bit sluggish. Got that feeling, be City away. I'd love that. Tom, thoughts on answer strength in January? Don't know an awful lot you can do. Obviously, like a defender. Not really sure on which one yet, but you'd like a cheap defender. If you were to push me for a name, I'd go Hiroki Ito from Stuttgart. But to be honest, I don't really think there's much that needs to be done. For once, I wouldn't be fussed if we didn't make a January signing, because you've got a lot of players to come back who, when they are back, change the dynamics of the team and give you something else. The squad is pretty much there. Weird how Quansah actually provides such performances. If I ain't wrong, Bristol Rovers fans didn't like him much when he was back there alone. So Quansah at Bristol Rovers on the ball was fine. It was just he wasn't ready physically. But towards the back end of the loan, he started getting there. The preseason with us, he took the next step. We've got the best version, but the loan spell was vital. But yes, they didn't really like him at the start because he was getting bullied a little bit by the big strikers in the lower leagues. We all want to know the last time when the field tilt. They probably did, mate. Get the trophy out for them. How much do you think this resultant performance today will affect the Prem title race? Arsenal mentally broken now or not? Arsenal are on the edge of it. There's going to be an awful lot of pressure on all of their games now. And should they go out the Champions League, that's it. That's when it blows over, and that's when they collapse. They might start collapsing a little bit earlier, but for me, I look at once they fall out the Champions League, which will be either the round of 16 or the quarterfinals. That's when it all crumbles apart, because by that point they should be a little bit of ways off in the title race, and then they'll just go, fuck it, we can't win anything again, which is not what they want to going into the season. Do you think Fulham will give us a game in the Cup like they did a few weeks ago in the Prem? Maybe, or maybe the occasion's just a little bit too much for them because it's a semi-final. Who knows? Or if we played the way we played, we're fine. Tom thought we'd struggle with a new mid-node real DM. This is why I don't listen to these people, man. They just spout nonsense. There's been tactical threads on Twitter going on about how we won't finish top 4 because of it. You've got a world-class manager with world-class players with a world-class recruitment team. I trust them more than EBL on Twitter. That's all I'll say. Honestly, who thought all the young dudes would stand the test this good this season? Curtis, Elliot, Quansah, they worked themselves with LSE and Clatsushlow. Great to see you, and Joe also. I did. I'm a big youngster fan. I'll always back the youngsters because they always offer you so much. I like this season as well, not gonna lie. It's much more better than what I expected, except the few poor performances here and there, but I want this title, man. Poor performances are going to happen. You're never going to be perfect from start to finish. So, what you got to do is take the fact that you've got through the games where you were poor. There's still lots of see from this team, but you're still on for everything. That's got to give you all the confidence. My stocks for Nunez was for a guy that can score 18 to 25 goals a season, but not. I just want 30 GA from him a season. He'll get there. I do believe he'll get there, Dr. Blick. I do believe it. Tom, do you think Sam thinks we can win the quad? Oh, I think he thinks we can win the treble, but I don't think he thinks we can win the quad. But give it another month and then he'll start believing it. Do we need that defender still? Yeah, look, if you're going to get one, it'll be a defender. But I don't see us getting one, and I won't be too stressed if we don't. Liverpool can win the treble. There you go. By the way, I recently found out that apparently we got more points in the Premier League in 20 games than in 21 games of the quad chasing season. 45 right now and then. And City had 52 there and 42 this season. I can dream, man. That quad season, people seem to forget, we had a pretty slow start in the league. We drew with Chelsea. We drew with Brentford. We drew with City. We lost to West Ham. We lost to Leicester. We drew with Brighton. Like, we had a slow start in the league that year. And we had to make up a 13-point gap, as you said. This year, don't do that. If we can click into gear in the second half of this season, like we did in that season, where you drop points in all of 2 games, which is Man City, and the other one was Tottenham. You know, you're on for a hell of a season. You're really on for a hell of a season. Time coming out, Muscle City to win this league, 100%. Salah scored a lucky pen off bar hit keeper. Said it was an own goal then. It was an own goal then. If Arsenal buy Tony, yeah, and if I date Zendaya, Tony ain't moving in Jan. I still want Anasio this Jan because he was injured prone, massive done at LFC, and we need the depth. Also, I need Elise for how great Salah is. What happens if you don't stay on the same level? Again, then what happens if Salah does stay on the same level? Though? Salah has to play. There's no player in the league better than. So if Salah stays at the same level, Elise don't play. Elise ain't happy. You'll see the signs of Salah starting to fade a couple months in advance. That's when you make your move. But we don't need to make it now necessarily. Wonder if all the energy Arsenal used versus at Anfield has done them. Maybe. Don't think we got enough players to go all in. We say this, but how many players do you need? Because we've got players coming back. It's not like anyone who's injured now is never going to play again. They're coming back. Robertson's back by the end of this month. Simicast might be back by the end of this month. Who knows? Endo and Salah are back starting next month. Thiago, from what I've been told, they're being cautious on, but he could be in the matchday squad for Bournemouth. If Thiago's back for Bournemouth, the thing that I was told in some why I shouldn't sell Thiago is he will be the difference to winning you a title. He's coming back. By Chetic, less clear on. I know that he's okay. It's just the way his body's going. Once that adapts, he'll be fine. All these players are coming back. And you got the squad in as good a form it is now. This squad, Kingsman, is better than the one that went the distance with the quad. 100% it is. 100% it is. Apart from being cheated at Spurs, we're still unbeaten in the Prem. That we are, lad. That we are, fella. Spurs robbery was a con job. Then losses versus West Ham and Leicester, and the draw at Anfield. Darwin got 8 goals and 8 assists in all comps. Not too bad for a player everyone calls shite. Really like Jota off the bench. We'll keep him healthy. Cannot agree game. Happy to see Diaz find his feet. Look, Tucky, just say you don't have good taste in women. That's fine. Tom, thoughts on Diaz, on how he's up his level and bagging chances. Again, a little bit too early to start going for everything. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from the last couple of games. We're starting to see elements of Diaz back. It needs to continue, though. It can't just be a flash in the pan and go. Anfield's Arsenal's Cup final. See Henderson desperately Saudi all falling apart the dream. Like I said on Twitter, which apparently done fucking mad numbers for some reason. He's about to form the nastiest double pivot at Kenilworth Road with Ross Barkley. Tom, do you think Spurs will finish above Arsenal? I could see it. I really could see it. I'll be honest, because they've got to add Maddison, they've got to add Van der Ven, Romero, they're bringing in a couple of players. I have to see Thiago Makassar slime midfield at least once. I'd love. It'd be so fucking naughty. That'd be such a naughty midfield, man. Such a naughty midfield. Was Carvalho on the bench today? No, and he's not going to be. Carvalho is going to be loaned back out to, I assume, Leicester. If you have to push me for it, I go Leicester. See an Arsenal fan saying, "Can win Champions League anyway." Yeah, and I can get with Zendaya. It's not going to happen. Tom Little doesn't want any January signs. This really must be a special season. Oh, not that bad. Agree to Tom. How would you line up on Wednesday? Kelleher, Trent, Quansah, Van Dijk, Gomez, Maka, Gravenberch, Jones, Elliott, Jota, and whoever. I just understand you don't have it. By the way, that Hendo Barkley cheap back. I don't get it. It's weird like that one. Man, I've had better ones. Tom, thoughts on Liverpool having slow build up at times in games? It's what happens. I'm fine with it. Score some goals from it. No complaints. I don't care about the style we build up. We could build up by playing 2 passes, a fucking long ball, and then a knockdown, and you score. I wouldn't care as long as the ball goes in the net. That's all it's about. But people, through to the next round of the cup, a cup that I saw a lot of people saying that they would throw away. They'd say, "Oh, I'm not really too bothered if we go out. Oh, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. I don't want to win the cup, but bigger fish to fry, all that sort of stuff." This is why you don't throw away cups. This is why you take every cup seriously, because today was one of the best games of the season. It was. I got so into that game. I love cup football. And Liverpool Football Club is kind of built on cup football. We're a very good cup side. So when you consider that, I don't see why any fan would want us to go out of cups. I really don't. The way that people say it's going to cause injuries, I think is massively oversaturated. Massively. You play 38 league games and you can play 7 cup games and some of the kids playing them, as we saw today. Like, though it's not going to add much sort of thing. So, all things considered, I don't get why people would ever want to waste a cup. The cup runs in 21-22 are massive. Even last year, I wanted us to go far in the cups and we just couldn't do it because we were a bit crap. The cups are so important and we can go very far in this one as well. Are we going to need a little bit of luck with draws? Probably need a little bit of luck with the draw sort of thing. But Liverpool Football Club should never waste trophies. Never. It's the wrong mentality to have for a club that's successful. Wrong mentality. So I'm glad that people finally starting to see the light. And so the people who were saying they want to get off the cup, when we go Wembley, when we go Anfield South, May time, you ain't celebrating. If Thiago gets fit enough to play impact sub, say 20 minutes a game, it's all gravy. I wouldn't mind Thiago starting the game and then resting the game. If you can find out how to manage him properly, go for it. Because even though I said we should sell him in the summer, and I do still stand by the reasoning of that, he's a very good footballer. Tom, it's okay. Yeah, thank you, Mick. Yeah, you got 3 to 4 Toms on the bench. Woo! We are ball number 3 in the draw. Well, there's one to look out for. What ball number at Everton? Because that's the one you'll get. Elise for 35 million. Would you pay that, Tom? Obviously. But I don't think he's going to cost that. If you can get Elise for 35 million, you figure it out. You just figure it out, sort of thing. It's if you got to pay like 64 and where to go. Is it really worth it with the potential risks? Like you said, yeah, you get that competition for the position, in the nice possible way. And I know that, oh my God, like you say this, we have got Elliot there. We have got Elliot as competition for that position right now. This club exists to win trophies. Exactly. We like to flaunt the fact that we are the most successful club in England. We like to flaunt the fact that we're the most successful club in England. You don't become the most successful club in England without winning domestic cups. Simple fact. There are important trophies to win. When will we have convos about our academy producing good talents, man? I've been saying it, Tucker. I've been saying give the academy staff some credit because we've revamped youth recruitment and now we're starting to see it. Even today, one of the kids who didn't come on, Trey Nione. Keep your eye on Trey Nione. Keep your eye on Amara Narlo in the academy as well. Young centre-back signing from West Ham. Top talent. The academy is producing some good players. Are they all going to be Liverpool level? No, that's fine. That is fine. No academy is going to produce constant streams of players that are Liverpool level because Liverpool level should be world class. But they're producing good players. They're producing useful players to have in and around your squad. I don't think anyone can argue that. It was extra important to win at the Emirates today once it was apparent Arsenal started confidently beating that started having more of the psychological woes. 100%. Thoughts on how Liverpool link up in games and create chances? It's fine. Some games it doesn't work. Some games you end up with fucking 7xG. It's fine. I've got no complaints. Be good if we could win more cups under Klopp, 100%. Done that one. For the sake of having ambitions, I want FSU to buy another OK defender or DM in January. Not Elise Man Bakayoko. It's another one. Big ups to my guy, Chaddy LFC. Release clause has been leaked. Who knows? If he's there, you might as well go for it, but who knows? Yeah, but big up my guy, Chaddy LFC. Big up Tom Perfect Win. You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone indeed, mate. At least they are an Asiam. You can sign on this window in Asiam. Okay, so you can have Inacio, Andre, or Elise this month. Who do you want? Inacio. Cannoneer as well. Cannoneer is an interesting one. I don't think Cannoneer fits the system, but Cannoneer will go on to be a top player. He can finish, and it's one of the hardest things to have as a striker. That man is a cold-blooded killer. Kone Doherty, Oakley Cannoneer, and Trey Nione. I'm just telling you, man. I'm saying it here on the 8th of January 2024 because by the end of next year, the path Quansah's been on, Amara Narlo will be following a similar path. People will be saying, and Amara Narlo is a top centre back. He's got all the potential. I'm telling you, man. Just keep your eye on Amara Narlo. The Arsenal players are whining babies. Agreed. Nunez. Not only is the academy good, the ones who are first in quality have grown up playing the Klopp way like Quansah. I would hate to see us losing the title just because we have no proper bench in March to April. But again, though, we will have a proper bench in March and April because all the players who are injured will be back. That's the big thing. They'll all be back. And who knows, maybe even Matip could be back. Because it wasn't a ACL tear, it was an ACL rupture, which is a little bit better than a tear. So he might be able to make the end of the season. Who knows? How good will the away fans today sound like a home game? They're boss. The Liverpool fans that go away games, I envy them. I haven't been one for ages. Who knows if it'll probably be a while before I go on again because I'm focused on content for you people. But when you're in the away end, it's such a good atmosphere. It's such a good experience, man, honestly. Fuck you, Lila. Fuck you. Our build play is just less rigidly structured and more frantic than other teams. Nothing wrong with that. I actually worry when I see a clear structure, as that's usually when we're struggling. We embrace the chaos. It's funny. I know people. Chaos FC, chaos man. The Liverpool Football Club embrace the chaos in the attack because it's what works for us. We've always been a frantic team. We've always been a chaotic team. Why is who's it? Who's it? Alex Turner? I don't want to watch Sam again. I've seen enough of Sam. Who's Alex Turner? I don't look like the fella from Arctic Monkeys. I don't. Look at Lila laughing. Look at her. Oh, mate. I can't be broken like I was after 21-22. Yeah, just yeah. I remember where I was the day we lost that league. I was in the tennis studio. Yeah. I don't want to go through that again. I remember you said don't expect watch-alongs, but you could get one or two will be good evenings once a year. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. At some point, maybe there'll be one. What has happened more? Smith Rowe playing games or Tom Little streaming? Jesus Christ. You know about Arctic Monkeys? Like, do you think this listens to Arctic Monkeys? No. Brush your hair back again, bro. What? So you want me to do like what? Something like that? Don't look the same. He's got like some weird tough thing. No, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. Thank you, camera. 21-22 season led me to need depression, man. It's bad, burn it. It's the ending of it that kills you. Got a feeling Josh is going to massively embrace being the most mature or experienced forward during this time when Salah's away. Could team orchestrating things that Diaz goal. He was, yeah. And I think, he told Nunez, hold now. Good ball through to Diaz. Diaz took that really well. Great finish. We're always going to be a threat. Look at this, man. Look at this. But people, focus now. Goes on to Fulham on Wednesday. And this is a Tom Little promise here. There will be a preview stream for that game. And I might get someone on for it. But there will be a preview for that game. Look at this. Sorry, if girls find him fit, then I'm sorry, but I don't want to get with them girls. It's just a nice bottle, I know. Joseph Bloom only came on, yep. I know I have been saying it on a lot of channels. I look at Darwin from his days at Almeria for Uruguay, for Benfica. He's so comfortable from the left. I mean, I can see it. No, that's kind of stalkerish. And I've got a bird anyway, so I'm alright. Have I ever seen Paul McCarthy and Tom in the same room? I have not. I don't look like Paul McCartney. Oh my god. It's because I'm Scouse, innit? It's because I'm Scouse. This is a disgrace, man. This is a disgrace. Anyway, people, focus goes on to midweek. There will be a preview for that game, but quick thoughts. Get it done in one leg. Enjoy your winter break. Get back to the Premier League. Smash out the Premier League. Smash out the other cup. Smash out the Europa League. Win the fucking quad. And then sign Mbappe. That is how it goes for Liverpool in the next couple of months, people. That's how it goes. But I thank you all for watching. We've done an hour, which is boss. Before I go, then, make sure you, if you're new here, not already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more content. I will be back. I'm on Footy Judge Mo tomorrow. Footy Judge Mo's channel tomorrow, 2 p.m. Make sure you're there. It's me, Mo, and Nobbins. That show that people like for some reason. And then Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning will be that preview stream. But I'm gonna love yous, gonna leave yous in a bit, everyone. In a bit. To raw people.